Hello learners, I welcome you all to the MCQ session from Human Anatomy and Physiology. We are on blood now. The topic blood, where in part 1 we have covered few of the MCQs along with the explanation. Now we are on part 2 wherein we are going to cover few more MCQs from the same topic, blood. If you will start with the first question, the question is, in human body, the nitric oxide is transported by dash. Now here in blood you have seen the oxygen, carbon dioxide and nitric oxide. These are transported, which are the gases. So in part 1 we have covered oxygen and carbon dioxide transport. Now to talk about the nitric oxide, which is involved in the regulation of the blood pressure, wherein it is having the effect that it is relaxes the bronchial smooth muscle as well. So it is whether the transport is done by heme part of the hemoglobin or globin or iron or WBCs. Which amongst the given is the correct answer? Come on, all of you can put your answer in the comment box. Till that, we will go for the explanation and later on you can verify your answer. So, the explanation includes the transport of nitric oxide. If you will talk about, the hemoglobin transports nitric oxide and supernitric oxide, which helps in regulation of blood pressure, wherein the iron part will pick up, that is Fe ferric, okay, will pick up the nitric oxide and supernitric oxide and transport it to and from the lungs. So the correct answer is, it is iron which transports the nitric oxide. Next question is, the globin is made up by dash amount of polypeptides chain. Whether the globin is made up of 2 polypeptide chain, 3 polypeptide chain, 4 polypeptide chain or only 1 polypeptide. You can put your answer in the comment box fast. Till that, we will go for the explanation. Now if you will talk about the globin polypeptide chains, the hemoglobin molecule you can see here in the picture. So these are the 2 alpha chains and these are the 2 beta chains. Okay. These are the polypeptide molecules. So herein you can see that these are the 4 number of polypeptide chain which globin is made up of. Now you can verify your answer from the explanation. Next question is, platelets lives for how many number of days? Whether they live for 4 to 9, 1, 72 days or 120 days. Which amongst the given is the correct about the platelets lifespan? You can put your answer in the comment box. Till that, we will go for the explanation. Now the platelets, if you will see the lifespan here, it is 5 to 9 days in the bloodstream. Okay. Now this approximately varies here and there. So amongst the option, if you will see, it is 4 to 9. That is platelets lifespan is for 4 to 9 days in the blood. Next question is, RBCs lives for how many number of days? Whether 120 days, 1 to 3 days, 72 days or 1000 days. Come on, put your answer fast in the comment box. Now this is the easiest question which you all might be knowing the answer. Lifespan of RBCs. The correct answer for explanation we will go now. The RBCs, if you will see, this is the 120 days cycle of the RBCs. So it is 120 days. RBCs lives for 120 days. Next question we will go. The RBCs and WBCs are measured by dash. Now which amongst the given is measuring the RBC and WBC? That is RBC count and WBC count. Whether it is Newbar's chamber, whether it is stethoscope, whether it is thermometer or spirometer, which amongst the given measures or counts the WBCs and RBCs? Now this is a very famous question, or this is very general question wherein the measurement is done by, we have seen both in theory as well as practicals. that the measurement is by Neubauer's chamber. Now this chamber will give you the count, okay, so of WBCs as well as RBCs. So this is correct answer, that is A, Neubauer's chamber. Next question is, the normal amount of WBCs in healthy human is dash. Whether the normal count of WBC is 4 to 11,000 per cmm, 4,000 to 11,000 per cmm, millimeter cube, okay, 4.5 million per millimeter cube, that is cmm, or 500 per millimeter cube. Which amongst the given option is the correct for amount of WBC or count of WBC? Now this WBCs, if you will see, these are the various age groups and this is the WBC count, okay. So if you will talk about the adults, it is 4,000 to 1 lakh WBCs, which is by the CBC measurement, okay. So here the correct answer is, it is 4,000 to 11,000. See, sorry, this is 10,000, okay. So it is 4,000 to 11,000 per cubic millimeter. So correct answer is B. Next question is, 1 gram of hemoglobin carries dash of oxygen, whether it is 1.39 cc, that is cubic centimeter, or 72 cubic centimeter, or 108 cubic centimeter, or 2.34 cubic centimeter. How much how much oxygen is carried by 1 gram of hemoglobin? Now to understand this, first we will go through this formula, that is oxygen delivery rate, that is DO2. DO2 is nothing but it is carbon dioxide, this is cardiac output into 1.39 into HB into SaO2 plus, in bracket if you will see, it is 0.03 into PaO2. So amongst all these factors, these are the various factors in the formula related to the rate of oxygen delivery ml per minute, whereas we are interested in this factor where we are talking about the oxygen which is carried by 1 gram of hemoglobin. So this 1.39, if you will see the term related to 1.39, it is oxygen binding capacity of hemoglobin, which is 1.39 ml per gram. So the oxygen binding capacity of hemoglobin, the correct answer is, it is 1.39 cubic centimeter, okay. Next question is, normal clotting time of blood is dash, whether it is 1 to 3 minutes, 4 to 8 minutes, 72 minutes, or 100 minutes. The clotting time, if you will say, it is the time taken by the blood to form a clot, okay. So the clotting time, normal clotting time of the blood is 4 to 10 minutes. It takes 4 to 10 minutes for the blood to clot. Next question is, normal bleeding time of blood is dash, whether the normal bleeding time is 1 to 3 minute, 4 to 10 minute, 72 minute, or 100 minute. Now just now we have seen the clotting time, that is the time taken by the blood to clot. Now what is bleeding time? All of you can put your answer in the comment box and you can verify later on after the explanation. So we will go for bleeding time. Bleeding time is nothing but it is the time elapsed between the puncture of the skin and the stoppage of blood oozing out using a lancet. Now when we prick, okay, when we puncture the skin, the time taken or the time elapsed between the puncture and the stoppage of the blood oozing, okay, the blood which is oozing out of that puncture made on the skin, how much time it takes to stop that blood which is oozing out is the bleeding time. Now why bleeding time is required? If the bleeding like platelet function भी evaluate करता है, and same along with that, here if you will see, if the bleeding is not stopping, Okay, especially from the small incisions or punctures or cut, you may need to know about your bleeding time. That is, you are supposed to have a bleeding time test. Now this correct answer is, it is 1 to 3 minutes. The bleeding time of the blood is 1 to 3 minutes. Next question is, color index is what? Whether the color index is hemoglobin percentage divided by RBC percentage, RBC percentage divided by hemoglobin percentage, HBG percent divided by RBC percent, or RBC percent divided by HBG percent. Which amongst the given is the correct about color index? Now, if you will talk about the color index, the color index is nothing but it is the content of hemoglobin, because of which the color is imparted to the blood. The content of hemoglobin in one erythrocyte is called color parameter of the blood. So if you will talk about the formula of the color index, the hemoglobin content in grams per liter. Now grams per liter is nothing but percentage, okay, into 3, okay, divided by first 3 numerals of RBC count. RBC count के first 3 numerals. So this is the complete formula. So if you will calculate it, you get approximately the answer between 0.8 to 1 unit. The color index fluctuates between 0.8 to 1. If below 0.8, it is hypochromia. That means color intensity of the blood is very low. And if more than 1, it is hyperchromia. So the color index, the correct answer is, it is hemoglobin percentage divided by RBC percentage, wherein you can see this is the hemoglobin percentage, that is grams per liter means percentage, and divided by the RBC. So it is hemoglobin divided by RBC is the color index. With this, we finish with few of the MCQs from blood part 2. Stay tuned with us for further MCQs from human anatomy and physiology on various body systems. Thank you.